I have an imagination and a kind of story that, let's just say, could be true in the future. So I have an imagination about the future where space travel become commonplace. You know, like from going Earth to Moon, that kind of space travel. Say now, I have a spacecraft or a spaceship, depends on what you want to call it. And it is and let's just say, instead of using it like everybody else that only goes to Moon or to the Mars, yeah, I'm rich enough to buy a spacecraft that could travel really, really long distances up to the stars like that. I travel to this star. The name is, well, you can pick the name. I'm just happy to be traveling at all. So I'm traveling to this star. Let's just call it A1. Okay. I'm gonna explore the star system, like look at the planets, perhaps learning about some new things, some new features that this our system, the solar system, doesn't have, like such as this, such as that, you know. And if I could, I would bring my spacecraft to a certain planet and go outside of of the spacecraft to just step on the planet, you know, to feel the soil if I have the suit. You know, do you know why I want to do these things? Because I want to see new things, learn new things, and understand new things, especially if it comes about space and stuff, you know. It was amazing for me. So, how could my spacecraft work? I mean, faster than light travel is not is something that we could have. We just don't have the materials or the current technology. Like how back then people think we cannot fly until the Wright brothers invented an airplane. You know, we could have a spacecraft that could travel faster than light. That is 300,000 kilometers per second, something something. Yeah, and the best theory to have it is called the Alcubierre drive, if I remember. So the concept was is not necessarily travel, but bends the space around it to in essentially make you surf in space instead of traveling on space. Like for example, that as this is a ship. This ship have two engines. One, it creates gravity to pull the ship, and the other, it creates some sort of anti-gravity, some sort of repellent to repel the ship. So in theory, if we could, because we don't necessarily move on the space, but move by the space, we could travel faster than light with it. But once again, we don't have the tools. Okay, let's get back to the story. So the story goes like this: humanity is in still in a fledgling, what you call it now? In a fledgling state as a galactical civilization. They managed to build a spacecraft that could fly faster than light. Yeah, let's sorry for FTL. FTL travel faster than light travel. They can travel from this star to that star, but they still don't have the resources to do any real settlements there or even an outpost because it was expensive and the logistical problems were huge. So they just travel, explore, and map the stars. That's it, and leave the colonization for the future generations. Until one day it changes. So there's this one freelance explorer. He was doing his usual routine, usual hobby. He goes to his spacecraft, the one that could go travel to a faraway star and came back to Earth multiple times. And he was, like I said, doing his usual thing, just getting to this planet, taking samples for study, such and such. And then one day, he found a planet, some sort of planet that have, let's just say, unique properties, right? And in this planet, there's a certain or a certain rock that could revolutionize energy. But he doesn't know that yet, so he take that rock goes back to Earth, and for a few weeks later, the scientists find out that this rock could help the FTL travel. They could isn't up the FTL travel, so it wasn't so expensive and hard to do. And afterwards, with these new findings, it is now only a matter of years, if not months, until humanity could actually start colonizing the stars. Well, I guess that's it. That's all what I want to say about my story. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.